Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you another build that you can play with, but this will be a little bit hard since there's two things that you need to be able to complete this build. The first thing is the efficient yokai abilities, and this will only be appearing on the soul core. The other one is anima. This is also the same. You can only get it on the soul core. What we want is these two to be shown on our weapons. To be able to do that, we'll need a weapon with a corruption, which I'll be showing you right now. So you can see here the weapon is set in build corruption. The special thing about this kind of weapon is that you can soul match it with a soul core. So we can have the anima and the efficient yokai abilities transferred to the weapon. What the efficient yokai's ability does is that when you kill an enemy using the yokai's ability, it will charge your anima. So if you have 100% efficient yokai's ability, that means if you kill an enemy, you won't be causing or using any of your anima. Having that to be said, it means that you can use or spam, even spamming your yokai's ability. But of course it will be super hard to get 100% efficiency on the yokai's ability, so we'll be doing like 60 or 70%, and we'll be using the anima charge to fill up all that 30% left, so you'll be able to use the best yokai's ability without worrying not having enough anima. And the build itself is super simple and easy. However, the weapon that we'll be using is super hard to get, especially the efficient yokai's ability. I've been farming for days or even weeks just to get that. Maybe I'm just unlucky, but if you have that, make sure you save it for this build. This is very important. And I'm using the Crime of Parasites as my gear set. And the special effect doesn't matter at all, but if you want more weapon damage, you can put up skill damage or even attack on it. But for me, I'm just too lazy to do it, and the yokai's ability already is strong enough to handle everything for now. And of course the ranged weapon, it doesn't really matter. You just want the damage bonus agility just to boost up your damage a little bit. And make sure you have that fire damage on your ranged weapon too, because the yokai's ability that we'll be using is doing fire damage. The next thing we want is the Ruler of the Riverside yokai weapon. It has the efficient yokai's ability 22%. And of course our main weapon requires an anima, efficient yokai's ability. This is very important because it can reach up to 10%. So the weapon itself provides you with 30% already. And the anima bonus A with Arm Raider will give us an extra way to get our anima. So even if our yokai's ability didn't kill the enemy, we'll still have way to get our anima to make sure we do our damage. So of course the Arm Raider urn that you can get on your gear, make sure to get it. And don't forget the life recovery too. And of course we're using that to get set bonus requirement reduced by 1. This is very important. Almost every build requires this. And I'm using the same one that I used for my dual sword build. If you have not yet checked that out, make sure to check the video out. So yeah, the special effect is basically the same. It's life recovery and poison enemy and accumulation, just to do a little bit extra damage. But the most important part is that anima charge. You have to have this on it. And you can only get it by trading with the Sudama, and it will reroll your special effect. And the other thing that you will need is the Magatama, which it already have the anima charge. And the other special effects are not as important, but if you want, you can get the poison on it, just to do a little bit of extra damage. And for the shortcut, make sure you have the Archi Yokai. It will increase the amount of anima gain. And the next thing of course is the extraction. So every time we attack, we get Arm Raider and the anima as well because of our build. And the barrier, weakness, sloth, protection, Those are just extra, which you will be using like in any other build. So this is my level up status, which will be the same as my dual sword build. So you can play both builds with the same character setup, so it will be very convenient. And this is the special effects numbers if you want to know. But the most important part is about the anima, since we are playing the yokai's ability. And I have 60% of the efficient yokai's ability. And you can see from the beginning, it is more than enough to use already. And for the Guardian Spirit, of course we are using Tengen Konjuk. And the secondary one, we will be getting the anima bonus. And the next thing that we'll be looking at is our yokai's ability. And of course we are using the Okatemaru. This is the strongest yokai's ability, no doubt. AoE, high damage. And just make sure that you have that yokai's ability damage on it, plus 15%. And the next thing that you want is the Barbarian Soldier. It has the efficient yokai's ability. And make sure you have that yokai's ability damage all with 10% on it. So this is different than the yokai damage, 15%. And that 15% only affects that yokai's ability, while the 10% affects all. And the last one is up to you. You can get another yokai's ability damage or you can get an efficient one. But I'm using that just because it fit my other build as well. And since we're using the dual sword as a weapon, this is my skill. Of course you can use another weapon with corruption on. But I just enjoy using the dual sword because it's fun. Plus the water sword can gain the arm radius real fast, so we'll get our anime real fast as well. So this is my other skill set. Once again, it is the same as my last video. So if you have followed my last video and built a dual sword build, you won't have to change anything. And for the shift link, there's a couple things that you have to have. The first thing is increase the rate which you gain anima by 6%. And all this are anima related. So if you see anything that increase your anima gain, make sure you have it. And the clan that we'll be using is this Tade. It gives you efficient yokai's ability 15% and it goes up to 18%. And let's see what this build can do at the end. Make sure you pay attention on the top left corner about the anima. And that will be it for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be making more gameplay videos. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.